3 years into my husband's affair, the system finally returned online. It told me I could go home. For the final 10 days, I stopped fighting. I stopped screaming. I let him stay out all night with his sugar baby. I let him regift the things I cherished to her. On the day of my departure, my birthday, he stormed in with his mistress. He smashed my cake, pinned me against the window, and demanded to know why I tried to hurt their unborn child. When did you become so vicious, Elara? I laughed, too tired to explain. You're right, I am vicious. So, you two deserve each other. Then, right before his eyes, I leaned back and fell 19 stories down, ending everything I had in this world. When the system finally broke its silence to tell me I could leave, I had just finished another screaming match with Damien. He had just come back from comforting his mistress, Bella. The scent of her perfume was still clinging to his jacket. Seeing me lying on the bed, he climbed in and hugged me from behind. His lips were warm, trailing kisses down my neck. I sat up abruptly and slapped him across the face. Damien, if you don't feel dirty, I do. He froze, touching his cheek with a self-deprecating smirk. Then, he grabbed me. He dragged me to the vanity mirror, gripping my jaw, his eyes cold. You think I'm dirty? Look at yourself, Elara. Do you see even a shadow of the woman you used to be? I looked at myself in the glass. My hair was a mess, my silk strap slipping off a bony shoulder. I looked like a madwoman. The eyes that used to sparkle were dull. Fine lines had crept onto my face, stealing my youth. In that moment, Bella's face flashed in my mind, young, collagen-filled, burning with ambition and desire, looking at me with pure provocation. So, that's your excuse for cheating? I whispered, leaning against the wall, tears welling up. He stepped closer, wiping a tear from the corner of my eye. I've told you 1,000 times, I'm just having fun. When I get bored, I'll come back. Elara, I've always loved you. Disgusting. I screamed, grabbing a heavy perfume bottle and smashing it into the mirror. Get out. Get the hell out. After he left, I stood barefoot on the cold marble floor, looking out the window at the giant LED billboard across the street. It was playing Bella's modeling commercial, paid for by Damien. I laughed. Scenes like this had played out 100 times this year, from heartbreak to numbness. I didn't belong to this world. 8 years ago, I entered this world on a mission, save the tragic, broken antagonist, Damien Sterling. Back then, his father had embezzled funds and run off with a mistress, leaving Damien with a bankrupt company, a mother who had taken her own life, and millions in debt. His eyes were dead. I was the one who walked toward him on a sunny morning. I lived in a damp basement apartment in Queens with him. We ate instant noodles and worked 3 jobs until every cent was paid back. He once asked me, "Why are you so good to me?" I smiled and held his hand. Maybe it's a sign from God. He lowered his head. Then you are the best gift God has ever given me. The day the mission was completed, he seemed to sense I might leave. He held me all night, eyes red. I softened. Damien, I'm not going home. The system vanished. For 5 years, it was silent. And in those 5 years, Damien built an empire. And 3 years into our marriage, he strayed. He found a 20-something model named Bella. I still remember the day I found out. He came home drunk, leaned his head on my shoulder, and mumbled, "Ella, how did you get shorter?" I thought it was a joke. I've always been 5 feet 5 inches. People don't shrink in their 20s. Later, I checked his phone. Bella was 5 feet 9 inches. Tall, leggy, sexy. And when he called out Ella, I realized he wasn't saying my name, Elara. He was saying Bella. I don't remember much of that day. Just a ringing in my ears and the world spinning. Damien knelt before me.